What's up guys, this is Cody here, and today we're going to be taking a look at this awesome little scooter. Now first things first, we do want to take a look inside the box just to show you guys what we get. There's actually not too much. You'll notice that we get a charger, which is obviously very important, and next we have the uses manual. Fantastic. Now under this styrofoam we have the scooter itself, which is actually a hefty 27 pounds. Now for this first clip I was actually going to show you guys me stepping on the scooter for the very first time, and I thought it'd be funny, but it wasn't really that entertaining because I nailed it like a boss. But let's go ahead and get into the review. So the first thing that you're going to notice about this thing is how responsive it is. Basically you lean back to brake, you lean forward to go, you shift your feet left or right depending on which way you want to turn. It's really simple, very natural feeling as you can see, and it's very responsive. I mean, you can tell that I am very agile on this thing just by, shifting my feet a little bit. It's even got those cool little lights right there just to kind of show off. You don't really need them. They don't really work very well. I mean, if you're in a really dark house or hallway, then it works a little bit, but they're really just for show. Now in terms of battery, they say that you have a 10-mile range on a single charge, but I didn't really have that type of range, especially outside, just because, I mean, if you're going up and down hills, it's gonna wear on the battery a whole lot more than if you're inside. Inside, it seemed to last a very, very long time, so just keep that in mind. You'll see right up here that we actually have some bumpers on the top. If you don't know what those are for, when you bail off this thing going 10 miles an hour, this thing is going to roll. So it's actually just kind of as a protector for this wheel well right here. I mean, this thing is not made to be pristine. And I mean, if you ride this only indoors, it's very possible you can keep this thing looking really nice. But of course, I have not done that. You'll notice that the build quality is actually very good. It holds up really well. I mean, this thing was rolling around like crazy. Even the wheels, I mean, these aren't air tires, so you're not like gonna get a flat. This is solid rubber, and it feels very solid and premium. And right up here, this is where you're gonna get your light indicator. So if we roll this thing around, so right here on the back, we have the power button, so you're gonna have to press this every time you wanna turn it on. It actually goes into sleep mode if you leave it on. It's not very long either, probably like 5 minutes or so. So that's really nice because it conserves battery. Now right next to that, we have the charging station. So this is where you're gonna charge it. But if we turn this on, you'll notice right here that we're gonna get a battery indicator, basically telling us that we have a good battery. Now, if it's getting low, it's going to start flashing red and beeping at you. So just keep that in mind. That kind of gives you a little pre-warning that this thing is going to die. And you'll also notice right over here that we have an indicator once we put our feet on there. So if we put this on here, you want that to go green because that's basically saying that they're connected and that you can ride it. Now, if this thing's red, then you want to hop back off just because this thing has not connected to this side. So it can be a little wonky and kind of jack you up, and you probably are going to fall until this thing syncs up on both sides. Now I probably could have got a free review unit from one of these companies like IO-Hawk or Airboard, but I didn't want to advertise for them because their pricing is ridiculous. So if you were to ask me, do I recommend this? I would say absolutely. I mean, if you're trying to decide between the Apple Watch and this scooter, I would say hands down buy this scooter just because it is a ton of fun. And in my personal opinion, I get a whole lot more utility and fun out of this scooter than I do out of my Apple Watch. So that's just my opinion. I mean, I ride this thing every single day at some point during the day just because, well, I mean, it's fun. Even just riding around the apartment. If I'm going from my computer desk to the kitchen, I mean, literally that far, I'll just hop on this thing and ride it over.